Hi, y'all. Welcome to another episode of Behind the Likes. I'm Shy.
And I'm Winter.
And we're back again with another one, episode 93.
93, y'all. We are getting there. 7 more episodes to 100.
Wow, isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it is very crazy.
We got to have a theme song for the 100th episode. I'm already working on it.
I know. We do. We should get in the studio. We're going to get in the studio for the Patreon and actually come up with like a theme song.
No, shout out to whoever that was in the Patreon saying like for the 5th time. She like honestly, most of our ideas we get is from Patreon commenters being like, do this, do that. And so we'd be like, all right, cool.
What in the...
What?
Why is the... Okay, I was so confused. The color of my boobs is matching the color of my shoes right now. Look at it.
It is,
But
and it doesn't look like that in person.
It's the shadow. I think it's a shadow. But I was like, what the hell? But yeah, I know. I'm really excited for the 100th episode. I definitely think we should come up with a theme song or just a jingle, a theme jingle. If anybody comes up with a jingle, please drop it in the comments below or send us a little audio voice message because that'll actually be funny. Oh, a jingle competition.
Jingle bell, Batman smells, Robin laid an egg.
Jingle. A jingle competition is so good.
What they gonna say? Remember when I first
A jingle isn't a song though. A jingle is like a
Like a little rhyme?
I'm loving it. Like how they have the jingles like for
All right, think of
stuff
one
like that?
off the bat right now.
All right. No, you think of one.
What?
Well, you think of
Okay,
one
okay.
first.
Cause y'all, I be freestyling every time I go back.
Yeah, but we don't have the lick. in
All
our
right,
system.
so
It's not a freestyle.
1 to 2 to 3 and to the 4. Behind the likes at your front door.
Big.
Why you rap like I'm in like the 80s?
And why is it a rap?
Every
You
single
sound
time.
like Ice-T. No, I'm just kidding. No,
All right, you do
it's
one, you do
not
one.
a rap. It's supposed to be like, Behind the Likes is back again. Ooh.
We are your best friend. Yeah.
Like a
Let's
little
get it.
jingle.
Yeah, let's get it.
Okay, jingle competition. Y'all set over the audios.
I'm crying. That'd be
But,
hilarious. And we'll promote the best one.
Yes, maybe we'll send them a gift. We'll send them like a little merch item or something.
That would be cute.
Yes, we're gonna have a jingle competition. Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Today we don't have cards.
Because I am with child. It was a lot going on today. Sir, come say hey.
Sir. Oh, he can hear us.
He can hear. That's look,
crap.
He been listening to.
Look, come here, sir. Come on.
Come here, sir.
Got to
see.
get his stuff together. We thought his headphones were up, but he just heard that
He
clear.
just heard that very clearly, and we were like,
Say hi.
"Hi, my little booty boop."
Talk on the mic.
Wait, look.
Tell them how old are you?
6,
You 6?
Are
What's
you
your name?
sir.
And so, sir is my cousin's baby. Shout out to Dalen. So he calls me TT Shy, even though we're cousins, but still, it's my little baby.
And are you on spring break right now? No? Oh, I thought it was spring break for the kids. For the
kinda,
kids.
I think it is, yeah.
It's a little break. What are you guys gonna do after this?
Go to Universal.
So they're going to Universal Studios. They're gonna have a grand ball. I was gonna go with them, but I forgot I had things to do today.
She has, check out the hair.
Oh,
y'all, look
yeah.
how crazy the hair is.
40 inches, y'all.
40
inches.
inch bust down. I love it.
Bust down.
So are you excited for Universal? This is, y'all, honestly, this is the sweetest child in the world. So say bye, say hi behind the likes.
I'm behind the likes.
Say bye behind the likes.
Right behind the likes.
And you need to turn that volume all the way up, please.
Yeah, turn them headphones up.
I'm not playing with you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
for being
sir.
the guest. He's like the sweetest baby ever in the whole world.
I'm not
so
exaggerating.
funny and so like just smart. I haven't seen him in a while because they moved away, but we used to hang out, me, him, and Shy sometimes.
Yeah, he's a little angel baby. He really is. Like, honestly, this is the only child. And mind you, I've had a lot of nephews and nieces, but this is the only child that I've ever like watched growing up and was like, I'm telling you, at 2 years old, would be in one spot for 5 hours. Like that is
And be chilling.
and be chilling and would not complain, would not cry. I remember we took like I wasn't with them, but we took like they took like an 8-hour drive, and my uncle was like, he didn't cry the entire time. He was like 1 year old. Like that is, it's crazy on her. I'm hoping that he stays this way forever. And like, you know, like how sometimes
Be a good boy.
be a good boy forever, but you know, like those good little babies be like horrible.
Okay, that's like my little brother Grayson was like the sweetest child, and he is still sweet. Whatever, I don't want to, say it like that. But obviously, he's in jail now. But like we all like when he even like started getting into trouble or anything like that, my family was like
Shocked.
we would never
Yeah.
expect it because he was like the sweetest, funniest, like little guy who would be dancing all around all the
Exactly.
time. Like it never gave
It never
what
gave
it gives.
jail.
It never gave incarceration.
No, like one of my nephews, I have 3 nephews that are the same age, like similar in age as me, because my oldest sister is 17 years older than me. So my closest nephew in age is 3 years younger than me. But the middle one was the sweetest, like never cried, never did anything. And he was the type to like bring you little flowers and say, Aunt Shy, you look beautiful today. And so now he's a raging maniac. Like literally, I'm like, what? I'm like, sir, it's like a ticking time bomb. I'm like, no.
Once some boys hit puberty, oh my,
I
girls
know.
too. It's like that puberty phase. You either go through it and you survive it, or you come out a villain.
No, I remember when I started smelling myself, my cycle came on and then I was about to start
No, I was actually a terrible child, and then I ended up being a pretty cool adult. So I don't know.
I've had 4 older sisters, I guess, to like mimic. And I'm like, I looked at them and seen what they did, why they got in trouble. And I don't know if it made me sneakier. It didn't really make me sneaky, but I didn't really do much because I'm like, sorry, Cynthia. I seen how they got their ass beat. And I was like, I don't really want that. The only thing that my mom had issues with me was like the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like social media, like that type of situation. I remember one time I think I said this, she wrote me like open letter on MySpace.
Oh my God, bro. My mom would do shit like that, but
she would.
Yes, but not on MySpace.
It would be on like Facebook. Remember that?
Oh my goodness, oh my God. Wait, I think my mom did do that before in my MySpace comment section.
Yeah, it was like the comment section, not open letter. It was like the comment section.
I think my mom did that too. I'll have to ask her.
Me?
Right, I'm sure she's done that. But so Shy's with child today. They're gonna go do their thing. I was gonna go with them to Universal because like that's so cute and so fun. But then I remembered I have a photo shoot today because my birthday, while you guys are watching this, my birthday is tomorrow.
Oh shit.
I know. Well, not tomorrow. It's the day after tomorrow.
And you know what's crazy? I was gonna bring like a little like stuff for today because I knew it was gonna be
like a little.
I didn't have no time.
It's fine. My birthday's April 24th, 424 Taurus Gang. Hello.
Happy birthday. So in the comments, be sure to tell Winter happy birthday.
Yes,
how old are you? Turning 40?
No, 19 actually. But no, I'm actually turning 32, y'all.
Crazy.
Oh my goodness, this is too grown for me.
32?
Because like 31 is like, okay, I was just 30. And 30 is like, okay, I was just in my 20s.
Yeah.
But 32 is like, you've been 30 for 2 years.
Spring is here, and it's time to make this your best season yet. With 2-minute meals from Factor, for real, eating has never been this easy. No chopping, no prepping, just heat, eat, and get to your day.
Instead of being stuck in the kitchen, I've been grabbing my meals and heading out for walks, content days, or even just chill time. Factor meals comes fresh and ready to eat, and they actually taste good. My recent faves, the jalapeno cheddar chicken and the green chili shredded beef bowl. Both fire and super filling.
With 45 options every week, you can customize your box to your goals. I usually go for the Calorie Smart and Protein Plus meals, and it's been a super game changer for staying on track without feeling like I'm on an actual diet.
They've got everything: breakfast, lunch, dinner, even little snacks and desserts that don't feel like you're cheating. No stress, just good food that fits into my life.
Go get your life together, starting with your meals. Get started at factormeals.com/behindthelikes50off. Use code behindthelikes50off to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. That's factormeals.com/behindthelikes50off. Code behindthelikes50off. Yeah.
I've been 30 for 2 years, and you've been 30 for 6. So.
Girl. I've been 30 for 3 and 2 months.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Old. No, I mean, it is very interesting. We'll talk more about the age stuff after we get into our week and stuff.
Yeah, it is interesting. But so I feel like my week has been very much party, club, chill, watching stuff, doing this and that. But I've also been like preparing for your birthday too, like doing stuff with that.
Preparing for my birthday?
Yeah.
All you did was order a few things off of Amazon.
That
would
is not
you do
it.
some more?
Yeah, I did.
What'd you do?
Nothing. No, I remember one birthday. I don't know what birthday it was. I got Winter a stripper, and she fucking hated it.
Oh my God,
I had an absolute blast.
It was a man stripper. That was my 29th, or no, that was my 28th birthday.
28th birthday. But like, honestly, I found the stripper like a few days before. I got the cake for it and all that. First of all, party was cool.
If it would have been a girl, I would have liked it.
I couldn't find girls though.
I was like, ew, a man stripper. I was like, I'm not into it. He wanted to like hump me on the floor. And then Shy took over and started.
Yeah, I be feeling like men strippers are a little gay. So I'm like, like it's fun for me because I feel like if money don't dictate where you ride, money dictates where you go to. Like, I'm like, like you probably suck some dick. But
Kanye.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm just kidding. But no, yeah. But to me, I was like super. I just thought about that yesterday. I was like,
Another
remember when
one's coming.
Shy got me that? Really?
I'm just kidding. No.
Please don't. I don't want a boy stripper. If you ever get me a stripper, get me a girl stripper, and that's it. I only like girl strippers. I don't like male strippers. I don't want to be heaved and hoed and humped and sweated on and dick grinded on. I'm not into it.
I had an absolute blast.
I wish there probably are videos of Shy getting literally tossed into the air by this freaking male stripper. Keep in mind, she's big. She is a big lady. She is very long and heavy, about 200 pounds because of all her bones.
That's you.
No, but seriously, he was lifting your ass
He
up.
was. And you know what's funny? It reminded me of my 28th birthday. I don't think we were even like, I don't know.
think so.
I don't think so. So it was like the birthday where Clark had set it up. And like, so she had like this whole little itinerary for me. And one of them, it was like a paint and sip where niggas was butt naked in Tim's. And like literally.
I did not go to
And we
that.
were like painting their penises.
No. Oh my
Like
God.
painting, like, and it was the most fun I have had in such a long time. So I was just like, I'm gonna give her a little taste of that.
No, I was like, absolutely not. But no, I am excited for the birthday party, the barbecue. I'm a little nervous because, like
It's
we
cute.
said, we have to party for 2 days. I think we talked about it on the Patreon. Our friend has a party on my actual birthday for herself. And then my birthday party is the day after, but we're gonna like go to the spa on my birthday and then do the barbecue the next day. And I mean, I invited a good amount of people. I don't know who all coming, but you know, I invited a cool amount of people, so we gonna see.
How many again?
Okay, it's supposed to only be 30 people, but
30?
I invited more than. Wait, that's a lot.
Oh, I was looking at the, like, cause y'all, she's so lazy. She sent a group chat to like literally, and it said like 24 people. So I forgot you have other people outside of that group chat. That group chat
there's-
was all like everybody that we both know.
Yeah,
kinda.
but wait, you thought it was gonna be less people or more?
I don't know. I just was thinking like 25, 30.
Well, yeah.
Kinda, yeah.
I mean, it's gonna be so because not everybody's gonna end up coming. So I mean, it's just whoever. I'm like, bring whoever, just come. It's supposed to be 30 people, like for the house that I rented, but. I mean, whatever.
I'm excited for a backyard shindig. Like, what's that song? The fan, the one that
Where them fans
where them
at?
fans at?
Yes, love that.
Amber's
song.
gonna teach us all of those things. Amber, I know you listening. Teach us where them fans at. Dance.
Oh
move.
yes, I will bring a fan. I will
Where
bring a
them
fan. I do have a
fans
fan. But yeah, so
boots.
that's what we're doing. And Dom is flying in, my other best friend.
Yeah.
And I'm sad Rhythm's not gonna come, but it's okay.
Rhythm flew out for
Japan.
and also New York.
Well, she was
just
going to
recently-
Japan. So
in general?
Yeah.
But she was at New York too. Oh, she has family out there.
New
too.
York.
For
For the show. I was like, I didn't have a birthday.
I be
in New York.
counting things like that as like a little
No,
like,
of
you know.
course. But honestly, me and Rhythm were very weird. We've only done a couple birthdays together. Like I just did her last birthday with her. She did like a mermaid birthday, and then she did like my Japan birthday. But before that, honestly, maybe it's because we're on different coasts, so it's like so much. But
Yeah.
you know, I mean, I don't hold anything really against my friends who like are on different coasts and like can't make the time happen. I'm not like, oh my God, I'm gonna hate you forever. Like,
Yeah,
blah,
I've
blah.
never been like that either.
Yeah, no.
But I said I was gonna start changing that this year.
Yeah, she's gonna start banging the
Laying
gavel.
down law and being like, I care.
Right.
Because people will cancel on me in a heartbeat, and I'd be like, well, all right, I guess you had
Yeah.
other shit to do.
Right.
But no, wait. So what was my week literally? We went to go see Sinners.
Yes, we did.
Oh, that wasn't a watched or read. I jumped the broom.
Yeah, no. Talk about our week first before we'll get into Sinners though.
Yeah, so we went to this autism event as well. Yeah. Oh, we also, I know y'all like to tussle, but we got some Patreon content up.
Yo, they've been on your ass.
Yeah, I'm like, bro. First of all, we only have allocated time. We have an hour on here. So I feel like the Patreon, y'all deserve some extra things as well. And like to keep the show moving, we have to only have certain time for allocated. We have allocated time for things, baby girl.
And
so
even just how you just said, like, okay, they are paying their money, so we are going to save some exclusive stuff for them. We don't care who's mad about us having to put content on the Patreon.
Yeah.
We are doing that for our real true supporters who sit there and pay every single month for something extra.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, this is our job. We put a lot of work into this. We put blood, sweat, tears. We done put our personal business out there. We need to get paid. Sorry, bills is high. No, because they're on your ass.
and I completely agree. And she's literally like that, what I'm thinking in my head. Because I would have been like, honestly, Yeah, no, But no, we honestly do appreciate everyone, and we even appreciate, and I honestly, and I will say this, I do appreciate a lot of y'all, welcome me with open arms on this platform, but it's so crazy how I can see how people will switch up the moment, like I say something wrong, or I say something like this, we ain't even here for you anyways, blah, blah, this, and I'm just like, bro, y'all, I don't that's why I'm not even talking to some of y'all, but like.
No, I'm talking to you.
Exactly, but like, I appreciate the support, I really do, but it's like Patreon is something that people pay for, and it's just like, I want them to have like an experience.
And we appreciate the views, obviously.
We appreciate everything.
Of course we appreciate the
y'all.
views, but not if y'all cussing us out about having a damn Patreon.
Like, damn, bro, like it ain't even that deep.
So,
I know y'all like to tussle, but
yeah,
no,
get off my friend's ass, basically.
Thank
That's
you.
what I just said. But anywho, oh yeah, so our week that we went to the autism event. Shout out to Jace's Journey.
Mm-hmm.
It was great. I loved the event. It was really interesting to see, like, mostly people of color. I think everybody was of color, but talking about autism, and they do it every year. I haven't been to an event by her before, but I have seen it pretty much every year, and this was like our first year going with BTL, whatever the case. And it's so interesting talking about, because like one of the things that they even talked about on there, in the Black community, a lot of people do like to brush autism under the rug and are embarrassed or ashamed to even say anything about it or go, get a diagnosis. I personally know people who, I for sure know children who are autistic whose parents will sit there and deny it and will not go, get them resources that they need. So super great stuff that they're doing over there.
Yeah, and it was extremely informative as well. And like, I like how people spoke up in regards to like family and having a community and supporting one another, especially people of color, because it's frowned upon in that community when you don't really know. And like, sometimes people don't even want to get the resources, but when they do, they don't acknowledge it. But also, I think it is children being labeled too soon when sometimes they just need a little extra care, because a lot of school systems, they'll just place these children in like remedial classes when that's not really what they need. They just need a little extra care, because there's some like, you'll see like in these classrooms that they'll be like an autistic, like just barely on the spectrum child who probably just needs a little extra care.
Or like a verbal coach.
Yes, exactly. And they're with someone who is like nonverbal, who's in a wheelchair. It's just it's so many different dynamics. And I feel like the more awareness that they bring to it, it's going to trickle down into like the school systems as well. So I think I was glad to be there.
Right.
And it was such I know, right? And we did like a little like red carpet interview or whatever.
They had an auction, which was great. Like it was so many people in LA who were there that like, are
randomly.
Right. So many people, like a lot of athletes were there, rappers were there. Music artists were there, like, and it was hilarious because when the auction came, it's like, come on now, we know y'all.
They were like, we know y'all niggas got money, y'all got chains on. Look, and one of the girls was really like, y'all got these chains, niggas. Where's the cash? And look, not me had a little thing and was voting for a gun. I was like,
look. Put it up. But yeah, no, it was a really good event, and shout out to Jace's Journey. Y'all gotta go check that out.
Yeah, literally.
And thank you for having us, and thank you for inviting us. But that was part of my week, going to that event, which was great. And then honestly, I kind of been chilling. I mean, I went out the other day with my heartbroken fun. Baby, she had us spinning on our heads, busting in the splits. Like, you go out with your friend who's heartbroken, and they're going to have you doing the absolute most for no reason. The club wasn't even lit, but we was in there having a damn dance off. I'm like, okay.
I'm crying, not pop locking and dropping it in the middle of the dance floor.
I ain't never seen her pop lock and drop it like that before.
Oh, wait, what club did y'all go to?
Girl, what is that new club that everybody been going to?
Was it on a Wednesday? The new Highlight?
Yes.
I wanted to go there. Was it cool?
No, it wasn't even lit. But I've been there when it's lit, though. I've been there when it's packed out. That's the old, I think, One Oak.
Oh, you talking about Keys on a Sunday?
Keys. It was Keys.
Wait, was it on a Sunday?
No.
Oh, if it wasn't on a Sunday, because that Sunday's their day.
Was it a Sunday?
I don't know.
What was it? The day before yesterday?
Sunday.
Yeah, it was on a Sunday.
Oh, so it's supposed to be
It
lit.
wasn't that lit, though. Honestly, it really wasn't that. But I've been there when it's lit.
The last time I was there, I was like, oh, this is a teeny bopper fest. Get me the hell out of here.
Yeah, and I'm just like, bro, LA is so funny because honestly, all they do is just redo the same club. They rename the club every single time and then just be like, oh, it's this new club so-and-so. No, it's the club that was just burnt out for 2 years that nobody wanted to go to.
Exactly. And now it's Keys and now it's new. And it'd be the same fucking promoters.
Right.
Wearing them same shirts from 3 years ago. I'm just kidding, y'all.
God.
But
yeah, and then we had went to go see Sinners just on a random day at like 1 p.m. We were like, let's go check Sinners
Matinee.
out.
I love a good matinee. And Sinners, you guys.
So good.
It was a 1,000% out of 10. I was obsessed. I loved it. What would you rate it?
Same. I mean, I rated completely 10 out of 10. I loved it. I thought it was different. I liked all the music too. Like the music aspect was like a really big thing for me. And it just like, I feel like it evoked so much emotion.
So many emotions. It was, I honestly feel like it was a cinematic masterpiece because, and I don't say that lightly, because I be judging movies. No, I'm just kidding. But like, it just had so many different layers to it. It was like folklore, vampire diaries, literally biblical, but also question religion. It had so many different layers. And like, you know, I love to look at a good think piece afterwards. Like, you know me, I'm that friend that be like, Googling things. Like I didn't Google it in the movie theater, but as soon as I got out, I was on TikTok. I was looking at every single like think piece of what people were saying. And it's just so interesting. I love when movies evoke those type of like thoughts and dialogue, you know? And like, I really thought it was great because the plot has always been the same lately. And this was such a different plot twist. Like it was just so different. Like honestly, I am obsessed with movies from like the 1990s and the 2000s. That sounds so long ago. But the plots were different. It felt like everybody had just like stole up all those plots back then. And now
everybody remakes movies now,
everybody
too.
remakes movies, and it's just like that was just an original movie. And I think like the music was great, the cast was amazing. Michael B. Jordan did his thing.
Yeah, big one.
And also, you know, I want to shout out, I know the makers of Apple TV be on here. Apple TV, every singular show. Do you have the subscription?
No.
And I have been against it because I'm like, I'm not buying any more subscriptions to any more like
Netflix, Hulu,
like I'm not buying any more like those type of subscriptions anymore. Streaming networks. But I bought Apple TV a week ago and I have binge watched like 5 different shows.
Really? You gotta send them to me. Maybe
no,
I'll get
they're
it.
so, even I randomly was watching one, Ted Lasso on Apple TV, and it was really good. So let me name them out for y'all. Shiloh, I think it is. Severance.
Oh, yeah.
Ted Lasso. 5 Daughters. They're all good. Oh, and Dope Thief is also really good. Like, bro, I've been binging. That's why I haven't been doing much. I've been binging, watching shows, and it's been a literal blast.
I love that. Yeah, I mean, I haven't really been binge watching any shows, but like, yeah, it was great. Sinners was great. Loved it. Everybody should go see it.
Should go see it, yes.
I think it was, I don't know, that was honestly the first movie I really was like, okay, Michael B. Jordan looks really fine in this.
Oh my God, me
I've
too.
never looked at him like that. I don't know if it's 'cause we've
neither.
been around him, like in LA. Obviously, like we've been around him, like have mutual friends, blah, blah, blah. I've never just looked at him and been like,
Damn, he
ooh.
fine.
But it was something about that Mississippi shit.
Yeah, I don't know what it was too. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, that was the first time I was like, all right.
Right.
I see what they be looking at.
Right.
I don't know what it was. And it's just like he played both of those roles so well. And it's just like, there's going to be a new generation of people, like the younger kids, thinking that he really got a twin, like how we did with Lindsay Lohan.
Oh, right. From, oh my goodness,
Parent
yes.
Trap. So I thought it was good. Yeah,
And
and
I
I
had
was
a
just
twin
like,
baby. Choo choo. I mean, but at least from that movie only, really. From
yeah,
that movie
no,
only.
that stash still got to go. But you know what I'm saying?
I liked it in this movie.
Yeah, me too. I did. I know what you mean. I
never liked it.
Never liked
I
it
didn't
either.
care for it in any other place. Like I just was like, okay, there you are.
Yeah.
Hey, Michael.
Hey, Mikey.
But
Mike.
yeah, so that's pretty much the week. Just getting ready for the birthday and went to go see that and blah blah blah. Let's get into the social media question of the week.
Social media.
What is a subtle sign someone isn't a good person?
How you treat service workers, how you treat people who are technically considered the help in situations.
Right.
How you treat those people is a subtle sign that you're not a good person. If you're giving someone a hard time who's just trying to do their job, I don't think you're a good person.
I don't think you're a good person if you, like, 100% I agree with that. But like, if you talk crap about all your friends, I pay attention to that. Like, I understand like people vent about their friends and be like, oh my God, they're annoying me so bad. But like, if you're like full blown talking shit about all your friends, I will definitely side eye you and be like, because I know you're talking about me too.
Oh, 1,000%.
So,
That's
yeah.
the first thing I think.
That's something that I'll kind of look at. And then also another thing is how you talk about people, like behind their back, like if they have a disability or you'll look at somebody and giggle and be like, oh, look at them,
Look at
like
that fat
type
bitch.
thing. I told you I had got into, I'm not going to say who, I had got into a physical fight with a family member because we were at the beach and a little person walked by and she was like, "Oh my God, look at that midget, ha ha ha," but hella loud in their face.
Oh, that's so
And I was like,
nasty
don't ever say no shit like that around me. And she's like, "I'll say whatever the fuck I want," and blah, blah, blah. We got
I remember this. Yeah.
Got to fight in, honey. It was a mess. And I've had people who I know in my life who will talk about people like of their race or whatever, or their religion. And I'll be like, I'm not a safe space for none of that shit.
Yeah.
That's the shit I look at and I'd be like, okay.
Because I'm so open to multiple opinions and multiple different like races, backgrounds, you know, like just everything. I feel like everyone is allowed to be who they are, love who they are. Like I even pay attention to like how people, never mind, I ain't gonna believe it, but how people but like how people treat people who like say things like hateful about love or about like, cause I'm like, you can love whoever the fuck you want to love on and be whoever you want to be. And like, I don't like none of that shit at all.
Yeah.
I don't like that. And I
100%. Oh, this goes back to, while we were talking about our week with the autism event, just cause this had just popped up on my thing, but I never see Roddy Ricch in the blogs, okay? I never see him getting into no mess, no tea, no drama, no nothing, but something just happened with, I thought about it because we were just talking about the autism conversation.
Oh, yeah.
And I guess Roddy Ricch had like a photo shoot for Easter with his daughter and only posted pictures with the daughter. And I guess the mom was like, "Oh, your son was there too. Did you forget?" And I guess his son is autistic. And it was like a whole thing. Like she was like, "You're not gonna like hide my son," like blah blah blah. Like, you know, he's a whatever. Like she was like kind of going on about it. And then he had made like a post.
I seen the post and he was like, "This is my first and last time addressing this."
Yeah.
I feel like I've seen the baby mother address multiple times before that he doesn't post his son or doesn't speak about his son or doesn't do these things for his son.
Really?
I feel like she said that before, so it must be, you know, like heavy on her heart and on her mind for her to, you know, like keep vocalizing that. And he must not be, I don't know, improving it or whatever. Remember when we went to, was that you who I went to a birthday party with a long time ago?
I think we went to Six Flags with him.
I didn't go to Six Flags with him. I think it was his, it might have been Clark. He was so goddamn tiny.
Oh.
That little boy is 5 feet tall, standing up.
Cool.
He's
cool.
a sweetheart, but yeah.
But no, yeah, I mean, that would honestly piss me off too. Like, I understand everybody has their reasons, but like, I don't know. I just be seeing like, you know, obviously like the baby mama, baby daddy stuff be in the media. And like, I feel like people always want to kind of like paint the mom as like kind of like annoying or like the bad guy. But like, even like she said, she's like, "I'm speaking up for my son.
Yeah.
He can't speak up for himself. I'm going to speak up for my child." And like, I mean, if I was somebody's kid, I would probably feel a way too. Like, I'm at the photo shoot with you or whatever, and you're not going to acknowledge me. Like, you know, I guess that would probably, I mean, they're obviously kids, so they don't think about it, but it would make me feel a way too. Like, why you not posting my baby? And why not? Like, you know, like.
And also it's a digital footprint. Like we spoke about last week, it's a digital footprint. And sometimes I'm completely against bringing things to the internet in multiple shapes and forms.
Yeah.
But sometimes I feel like these mothers, this is the only way to gain attention.
Yeah.
And sometimes for men, because men don't care what they do behind closed doors, but they want to put on a front for the rest of the world. So it's like sometimes it's dismantling that front and being like, no, this is who he really is. And hopefully that'll bring change.
Right. No, and especially with like guys who are in the public eye. I mean, I know this for sure goes for athletes and stuff like that, because baby, these athletes be so damn terrible doing the most trifling of trifling shit. And then they really don't, you know, make any change or anything, or they don't feel scared until a girl goes on the internet and is like, "I'm about to tell them what you're doing, blah, blah, blah." Me personally, I've always steered away from taking things to the internet, even if I know somebody is like a terrible damn person. Like, as you guys know, I kept my mouth quiet for many years about a lot of things, but that's only because, like you said, it's a digital footprint. I don't want to be tied to these people forever.
Yeah.
Like, you get what I mean? So it's more so for a me thing. And then also,
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
I don't want to, when you Google my name and their name pops up and now I'm associated with this person, but I've always been that way. Like, I've never really wanted to be associated with many people, especially in LA. Like, we know so many people have been around pretty much everybody in the whole, like, anybody who you think is anybody. I don't want to take pictures with these people. I don't want to be in photos with them. I'm just like, let me stay in my lane.
Because honestly, and you know what's crazy? Even something as simple as that, it's like, think about right now, and this is massive, but like how some people are
Sorry.
Rapunzel. How some people are even, imagine just taking a photo with Diddy and now you in a goddamn lawsuit that you had nothing to do with.
Yeah.
So sometimes you do have to be mindful of the people you're around and the situations that comes with it.
Even if you think in the moment it's so cool.
Exactly, but
I never wanted to be all in the photo or in the video.
Okay, but you know what I am thinking about? Beyonce. But
I mean, yeah.
she has a child who, well, it's a speculation that she has a child like Sir.
Oh, yeah.
Sir. Who is autistic, but it makes me think of OT Genesis.
Her baby's name is Sir?
His name is Sir and Rumi. And the twins, because she told me before.
Yeah.
But,
Rumi and Sir.
Yeah. But it made me think of OT because, I mean, some people, they don't put it on blast because I can understand both aspects. It's not everybody's business.
Right.
So I could see that because I didn't even know when OT spoke up that he had an autistic child.
Oh, yeah. OT Genesis was also at the event.
He was there.
He spoke up and, like, said a lot of really great things as well.
He did, and he was speaking about like family and just like having a community and like, you know, like having a unit as a couple because it's obviously going to be hard on both of the parents. But he was like, as long as y'all got each other, he really, and I was surprised because I always see OT in every single club we be at, just on top of the section, drinking, doing this and doing the crip walk. But that was my first time actually like hearing him like make some sense with something, and I was just like, okay, look at that.
Right. He's so funny. He's
Yeah,
actually
he is
so
funny, and
and
he's
so
a
cool.
sweetheart too.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, all of it's true because also that's how I feel like when I have kids, am I going to even, I don't know how much I'm even going to want to share on the internet with my kids because people be pissing me the fuck off.
The internet's a scary place
About
too.
myself.
Yeah.
So if I can only, I mean, I know how protective I am over my mom with the internet, and I feel like I would probably be the same way with like my children. Like
I think you would too.
I'm just too, I'm too like informed on how evil people can really be because they've been that evil to me.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's definitely something I have to like keep in mind. But
my sister don't even post her kids at all.
Yeah.
In the slightest at all.
There are people who do not post their children at all. Not a sneak peek, a foot, a toe, a nothing. Like, you won't even know I got kids if you don't see them type thing. I don't know how I'm going to be, though. I'll have to like deal with it when I get there. But we'll see. Speaking of when we get there.
Sir is protected and safe in the arms of God because he was just on you.
What you mean? Oh, because of the internet thing? I'm crying. He is covered in the blood of Jesus.
He is covered. Hallelujah.
But,
oh, Easter. Did you go to church?
yeah.
No, you didn't.
Did you?
I went to I went to living room church.
Yeah,
I went to living room service.
No, I didn't go to church.
I was hungover.
We
I was
actually
so
got
bad.
drunk. It was that Sunday. We went out. That's when my heartbroken friend had us dancing.
Oh, yeah.
That's why it wasn't lit, because it was Easter.
Oh, girl.
That makes sense.
No, it was also the second week of Coachella too.
Oh, and people were at Coachella.
People were out. That's what. Because Saturday, I was like, damn, there ain't nothing to do because everything's
were at
on a
Coachella.
Friday. Every like Norma, Dee Dee, all these spots are on a Friday, and Harriet's is doing a new thing too. Harriet's been lit, but I'm getting off topic. But yeah, no,
That's
I
where
went
we were at. We were at Harriet's.
Oh,
And then we went to Keys.
okay, yeah, that makes sense because it's right across.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was dead as ever. But I ended up having a ball.
I mean, you could always make a fun time if it's
Right.
me or Shy. We don't even have to be together. It'll just be a good time. But no, speaking of the age for children, because I was talking about when I have kids, you know that the age for women, the average age for women has gone up. For the first time in many of years, the average age for like a woman to have a kid is like 30 years old.
I seen that too.
Which is crazy. I think, honestly, it has a lot to do with the teen mom shows. I
really?
think that the teen mom shows probably set some kids straight. That's our generation. We watch that.
I don't think it has anything to do with that. I feel like a lot of people, like the generation with us, was more so wanting to be on Teen Moms. That was that generation.
They're like,
where
let me get pregnant.
And let me
I'm
do
trying
this
to
and
go
that.
fly.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think it has anything to do with that. I think it has more to do with like women accepting and knowing that there's more to life than just being a mother, than being a wife, than being in a house,
And it
being
gets
locked
bashed.
up. You know
Being
what I'm
a
saying?
mom kind of these days is like, oh, I want to be a mom. I want to be outside.
Yeah, and
Like,
the economy. Like, people really can't
yeah.
afford children. That's why they're having little dogs and little cats. And you know what I'm saying? It's the economy. I think it has a lot of things to do with that because, honey, these children, look, one day with him, it's been 30 minutes and I spent $500.
No way.
I ain't spent $500.
That's how I'm gonna be. I just know I'm gonna be such a sucker.
We're gonna be making pieces today, going to Universal. I'm gonna treat him to the world
You guys
for
are gonna
one
have
day.
so much fun. I'm sad. I wish I could be.
But I think that's what it is because, and you know what's crazy? What is it in China, Japan, Tokyo? One of them places where they don't even China where they don't even have babies. Like when you see a baby out there now, it's like it's a thing.
Because they had the I don't know if it's still in place, but they had a law in China where you're only allowed to like have one kid.
Really?
Yes, and there's a lot of people in China wanted to have boys. So mostly in the adoption places, like in orphanages, girls. China. In China,
lying, really?
like the orphanages are filled with girls because nobody want a girl.
What show was that? I think it was on Netflix, and it was like 7 or something like that. And it was like they had 7 twins, and they named them each, or it was Monday or something.
Oh, I think that was Netflix.
It was Netflix, and it was like they named the children each day of the week,
like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday,
Thursday, Friday. That I guess that kind of came from.
I feel like I watched that.
Me
What was
too.
that called,
I did
y'all?
too.
Please,
And like when one of the twins like nubbed her finger, all the rest of the twins had to like cut their finger off because they had to be extremely identical.
Oh, and they would like go back to that house,
Exactly,
and
yeah.
they all looked exactly the same. Oh my God, y'all! Please tell us what freaking show that was in the comments. I want to rewatch it. I forgot. What that
Tuesday.
was. No,
I'm just naming days of the week.
Tuesday. Was it Monday? No,
Friday.
But yeah. Speaking of all of that, also Tracy Ellis Ross just had an interview, and she was talking about how she feels like being her age. Was she's 52?
Yeah, she's 52 years old.
Talking about being her age and like not having kids and being single. And she has said something that like, I love hearing women talk about things like that because I don't know, I could end up like that. Like, I don't know, I could end up wanting to be single. I could end up not wanting to have kids. And she had said something like, it's okay for me because I have good friends and I feel whole without having to have kids. And I feel whole without, having a man. Like, I don't feel like I need that. And I'm like, I feel that same way too. I do. Like, I do have a part of me that wants a partner, of course, like, and I do want a family because I don't feel like I really was like raised with like that type of vibe. But I mean, I could see it. I don't know. Maybe.
I think where people have a problem, men have the issue right now, is because if a man were to say it, they say it's a double standard. I have no problem. Sorry, I'm a woman, but I have no problem with Tracy Ellis Ross saying that. I really don't, because
Wait, people have a problem with that?
A lot of people have had a problem with it. A lot of people have had issues. Let me read one of the.
What is the issue?
They said. Some people said it's predatory. Some people have said that if predatory. Some people have said if a man were to say this, it would be an issue.
What did she say that's predatory?
She said I like younger men.
I mean, hey.
Tracy Ellis Ross said that she liked younger men to avoid toxic masculinity. But if men say that about older women, we the problem. Y'all so hypocritical. Where else was it?
Well, because men are trying to fucking groom little girls because they don't have no damn sense in their head. If an older woman is, dealing with a guy who's younger than her, she probably just wants to screw him. She's not trying to like manipulate his brain and turn him into a damn house husband. She's probably just like, ooh, abs. Like, the fuck? I mean, I think that's abs. I'm sure that's the damn difference. Like, but I mean, whatever.
So wait, let me read this one. It says this doesn't. Because a guy said this. He was just like, this doesn't even bother me because I actually agree with her reasoning. Age often equates to more life experiences, more trauma, reinforced negative behavioral norms, vices, and an inability or less willingness to change. I just want the double standards and selective bias / outrage we apply across genders to end. Because when a man does this, it's automatically seen as an act of control, influence, or a lack of maturity to date within his own age group.
But guys have said that. Guys have had come out on like podcasts and interviews where they say, I like younger women because I can mold them or I can, whatever. Like, guys have literally said that out of their damn mouths. And honestly, I don't know. Me personally, I have dated younger guys, but I've never dated younger guys and been like, how can I mold him in any way, or how can
a man that I want to be?
No, I don't even. I've never thought of that.
If I'm gonna be honest, I do think we are holding bias, because if a man were to say that, it would be like, you're predatory. You sound like a predator.
Well, yeah, because they do say that.
Because they do say that, and exactly. But I didn't. What? I just be honest, I didn't have a problem. I was just like, go Tracy, do what you gotta do.
I didn't care.
You feel whole, and I don't think she's saying that. I think the difference with Tracy Ellis Ross is that she's saying that she feels whole without it. Some men are incapable of being alone, and they want a younger woman to mold and to be able to like access a different type of vibe that they can't get on their own. And she's saying that I've fulfilled that on my own. You get what I'm saying?
Right. That is true. And also, I really don't give a fuck if men are over here whining about it. So there's that. I don't even care to make
No, they had the Trick Daddy one where Trick Daddy was just like, yeah, I like them young bitches.
Oh,
yeah, exactly.
That's crazy. Oh, the Pope died.
Yeah, was it on Easter or the
Day
day
after Easter in the morning? In the morning after Easter.
The morning after.
And you know what? I'm going to
crazy.
be so honest. This is probably about to seem so dumb. I never knew what a Pope was. But yeah, I didn't know what the Pope did. I knew he was some kind of religious figure, and that was it. And I had to Google what exactly he did, who he was, what was the whole deal. Was the Pope allowed to have sex?
No. The Pope isn't allowed to have sex. No.
Ever.
And neither are the nuns.
Well, I know the nuns aren't supposed to have sex.
Yeah. The Pope is supposed to, his main purpose is to be a vessel from God and to be for the people alone. That's it.
Really?
Yeah, he's not supposed to have sex. Also, don't quote me on that because I don't know much either.
I gotta Google
but
this.
I don't think he's ever supposed to have sex. Yeah, but it's interesting to me about the Pope because
the Catholic Church requires popes to practice celibacy, meaning they are not permitted to marry or have sexual relations. While some popes
and I think that's unfair.
While some popes in the past may have been married before their election or had children, the current rule mandates that pope remain celibate throughout their papacy. So maybe they could have been married before or something, but once you become pope, you just drop your wife?
And that's why a lot of them little boys.
Anyways. But
bringing my child to no Catholic church.
Right.
Pope.
No, that's crazy. That's very crazy. I mean, rest in peace to the Pope.
Yeah, rest in peace to him.
He was a real one. Praise God.
How do they pick popes after that?
And I looked that up as well. I was like, do you pick another pope? I guess they get elected from the other Catholic higher ups. But I had no knowledge of any of these things until really yesterday.
I feel like I knew that from The Exorcism.
Really?
That movie from years ago.
Like the old Exorcism? They talk about the Pope?
I went to a Catholic preschool.
I went to a Catholic church
and
when I was
what's
a kid.
crazy? I remember it. I remember certain moments of being in preschool. I remember one time my mom brought mud cupcakes to school. I remember certain things. Do you remember certain things?
Yes.
Like what?
I remember one time my mom in first grade, we were all supposed to bring something from home, like a snack. And my mom made ants on a log and everybody was fucking disgusted. And I was so
really?
embarrassed.
No, they love the mud and the gummy worms and the cupcakes.
That's cute and fun. But you know what ants on a log is, right?
No.
Celery, peanut butter, and raisins.
You're lying.
And the raisins are the ants and the log is the peanut butter.
Miss Melissa was such an almond mom, and I don't know why you don't be realizing that.
No, I do. But I'm like, why would you bring this for first graders?
Yeah.
They don't want peanut butter and fucking raisins and celery. But actually, ants on a log is delicious. So if you've never had it, try it.
No, me and my mom made this. No, I remember. Wait, what? I always say this. How Timothy Smart showed me his penis in kindergarten.
Yes, I remember. Shout out Timothy Smart. Oh wait. Oh, but also I want to shout out the Catholic church that I grew up going to and my grandma went to. St. Joseph the Worker in Berkeley, California. So if you go to that church, shout out to you, baby. I was all through them walls and floors and, doing prayers and whatnot.
Hallelujah.
For the Lord.
Shout out to Bethany, the one that I went to in Baker. I love my pastor, Larry. And you know what's crazy? My church was such a good church. It was a non-denominational Christian church, but he was such a good pastor to me. It's been hard for me to find a good church out here. I think I did find one in Calabasas, the one that Amber and Liv go to, but it's just so far.
Yeah.
So that's why I've been going to living room church.
Wait, what you mean it's far?
It's
they go to a far church? They live
in Calabasas from where I'm staying.
Why? Why would they go to church so far?
Because churches are hard to find out here.
Wow. It's because it's LA and everybody's
Well,
demonic.
actually, they have the one church. You say everybody's demonic. They have this one church LA.
Oh, yeah.
They have a new pastor, and she's like a doctor, and I love the way she preaches. She preaches of love, light, and God not being, whatever, we're getting too far. But, yeah, so shout out to that. Oh, and speaking of...
What?
Shout outs.
Shout out to...
I had nothing to segue to that one.
What? Shout out to who?
Shout out to Shannon Sharp getting sued. I'm just kidding.
Oh my gosh, bro. Shannon Sharp.
You have to explain this to me because I told her that I haven't really been on social media. So you have to explain this to me like I don't know what's going on.
Okay, so basically Shannon Sharp, this lady comes out and she is trying to sue him and she is alleging that he raped her and so Shannon Sharp responds with text messages between him and this lady, and basically the text messages are like some over the top freaky deaky shit, and he's saying, no, we had this kind of relationship, we had this kind of like, honestly, it was like weird race play stuff. She was saying in the text, I want you to put your big black babies in me. And like there's a voice recording call that she put out, and she was like, oh, something. He was like, if you don't shut up, I'm gonna choke the shit out of you next time I see you. And she goes, well, I don't want you to choke me. And I'm like, I can tell that this is some kinky roll shit. Like, I can tell that he is into some deep, freaky deaky shit. And now she is basically like, I can use this and blackmail him and like get what I want out of this. For sure. I could tell by the damn text messages. I mean, I know what be going on when like it's like some weird stuff, but the race play stuff is crazy.
A lot of interracial, like you've seen like a lot of interracial relationships be doing that. Like even like,
don't say a lot. Don't say a lot.
I'm saying, but a lot of them I've seen like online be literally like, I like my black king, or like, and it'd be like little random things.
Big black.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like it'd be a lot of those things. You know what I always say when I see interracial relationships are like when like a black woman is dating a white guy. I always think of like he has like a big thing. You know what I'm saying? Or like a little,
like wants her to role play Harriet Tubman.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like they be having some type of weird kinks, and
I do not agree with that. I think interracial relationships get a lot of backlash because there are weird people who are into like that race play shit, but.
Hey y'all, let's talk about skincare. If you're like us and you're all about that healthy, hydrated, lit from within glow, then girl, it's time to level up your routine. We are officially obsessed with Butter. This is a black-owned skincare brand that really gets it. Like, they know every single skin type is different. And they've created products that meet you right where you are. No more guessing games or using random stuff that leaves your face confused.
One of our faves is the customizable skin kit. This one's a game changer. You literally build your own routine based on what your skin actually needs. So whether you're dealing with dryness, dullness, or just want to maintain your glow, you can tailor your products to fit you. And then there's the Supreme customizable skin kit. This is for our skincare girlies who don't play when it comes to ingredients and results. It gives you even more product choices, more glow, and honestly, more luxury. Like, it's big self-care energy.
And the best part is all of these products are packed with nourishing ingredients. Think vitamin C, aloe, shea butter, and they feel so good on the skin. Butter isn't just a skincare, it's a whole experience.
And listen, guys, we've got you covered. We've teamed up with Butter to give our listeners a special hookup. Just hit the affiliate link in our episode description and start building your dream skincare routine today.
This is your sign to stop playing with your skincare and start treating it like the luxury it is. Click the link and get your Butter.
Get into this glow and thank us later.
It'd be like something, not even the race play shit. It'd be like sometimes even like the simple, like where they think it's like funny when it'd be like, it'll be something like a white woman says, oh yeah, my man looks like a little monkey or something like that. Or little things like, it'd be like little.
You definitely gotta watch what you say.
Yeah, you do have to watch what you say when it's like comes to like interracial relationships sometimes. But I don't know. But all I know is I remember when Shannon Sharp was saying, oh, Michelle. Michelle.
And I knew he was a freak right after that. After that, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised all his kinky dinky. And you know what? That's probably why I always had a crush on Shannon Sharp.
Really?
I always used to have a crush on Shannon Sharp. I could sense the freaky deakiness in him. I don't have a crush on him anymore though, ever since that Michelle thing, because it just gave me like too much uncle.
But isn't the same lawyer that tried to sue Jay-Z and Tony Busby trying to sue Shannon Sharp right now? I remember I did see one article where Shannon Sharp was saying Tony Busby comes after black.
They trying to take him down.
Really?
They trying to take. Shannon Sharp's been going through it for some time now.
How long after the Michelle thing?
I mean, he went through it with the Michelle thing. Now he's going through this thing. Like, it's a lot of stuff back to back. I mean, that's two things that is like really like could be detrimental to somebody's career, like type thing. But honestly, I really truly think that even based off of the text that he showed and like everything like that, I think he was into over his head and some overly kinky shit with some damn white girl or some shit. And now she's like, yeah, you're going to give me what I want. And of course, when you're saying these crazy ass things to somebody in text message, you can misconstrue those any type of way. Like, you get what I mean? And I only know this because I did have somebody who we would be on some we would be on some overly freaked out shit. So,
but would it be like grape type of freaked out shit?
No.
I've actually been choked before during
Why is this so funny?
and like woke up. Like,
What?
Yes, literally
Woke
like
up?
fainted and woke up and like thankfully the person
You
who
told
was,
me this. Did you tell me this?
yeah, and the person who was doing it stopped because it
You're
would have
like,
been it was like what's going on here, and I
You're over
would've-
here like,
yeah, I would have looked at them completely different if it was still going on, and I woke up and would have been like, what's going on here? And that's the
Yeah.
tell of a good person, because when they're confused about what's going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely have like fainted and woke up and been like,
it's been a lot of,
I do like a good choking.
I don't choke me that damn hard. If I'm about to pass out and all kinds
Not
of shit.
that hard at all.
Please don't.
I was like, let's never do that again.
You know, me and oh boy used to be. Remember, I would kind of like hit him a lot,
Like slap?
hard, talking like, bow.
You're lying. And what he would do?
He would just let me. It would just be that.
I want to try that.
Yeah, I would just be smacking the shit out of him. But
Smacking the shit. What did he do it back to you?
a little bit.
You're lying.
Yeah.
Like, you would be like, slap up. Did I ever tell y'all about that time when I was like a long time ago in this relationship, and I was like, he put me on a pedestal. Like he would put me on this pedestal and he would like
I
touch
feel
me
like I
like this.
remember.
Yeah, and he
I
would
don't know.
say these little things, and I'd be like, he wouldn't like talk or do anything, like nothing like sexual or aggressive. And so I was just like, talk dirty to me, like be nasty with me, like say something, you know, like while I'm
Anything.
in the middle of it. And so he was like, all right. He's like, bitch, stupid bitch, shut the fuck up, you dumb bitch. I was like, I'm literally down here like this. I'm like, I don't mean this way. Like, this is not the type of like sexual aggression that I want. But I do realize
that's why it's hard telling
it is
people.
hard. I do like praise Kinks a little bit.
Okay, stop.
No,
Stop.
honestly.
Okay, I know, but you know, I don't actually love
It's so
her.
crazy because I have to hear her little stupid sexcapades
I
all the
don't
time.
know
But I'm
why.
such an
It
innocent
just
baby girl
freaks
to
me
everyone.
out. It just freaks me out when she says
You know what? I'm
sexual
about to start
things.
being real freaky.
Please, not around me, not on my watch. Do that on somebody else's watch. It's like literally hearing like, I don't know. I can't even explain what it feels like. Maybe if like, not saying like you're the same age or anything, but like if your mom or like close family member is saying like something freaky and you're like, please, I can't. I
No,
cannot.
my mom has opened them blinds for that. Remember I told you how she came out the room talking about?
Yes. Have you ever had an orgasm?
Have you ever had an orgasm?
No.
Have you?
There's actually been like a lot of freaky weird stuff going on lately. Kanye West comes out and says that he's been giving his cousin the sloppy toppy and stopped at 14 years old. I definitely believe it. And you know, there was rumors of him and Jeffree Star screwing around some years ago.
And didn't Jeffree Star say the rumors were true?
Yeah, he came out and said, screw it, the rumors are true. I 100% believe it. I mean, honestly, I think that Kanye is just like off his rocker and extremely mentally ill and probably is not taking his medication. So now he's like accidentally snitching and telling all his deepest, darkest secrets. But I mean, there are people that are also like feeling bad for Kanye, like, oh, blah, 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 all this. We've talked about child on child essay many of times. We talked about it that one episode. It's very, very, very common that a lot of people don't talk about. But I mean, yeah, I 100% believe, obviously he came out his mouth. It's true.
I believe it as well, but I don't negate all of. Just because he said that, I don't negate all of the other like horrible and negative things that he has said before. It doesn't make me feel bad for him. It really. I mean, I know that sounds harsh to say, but no, he said some vile, disgusting things.
Yeah,
and he just wants to top it off with that. To me.
And it's like you done and said too
way
much. You
too
talk about
much.
people's
So,
kids.
yeah,
you
exactly.
Are like all of these terrible things, and people over there having sympathy for.
Yeah.
Him. I mean, you can have sympathy for the situation, but he didn't say it was essay. He just said he was doing it.
Yeah.
So we don't know if he was enjoying that or whatever the case may be.
It is sad. I will say on the other hand, it is sad to be that young and to be that exposed to those sexual experiences. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I was just watching this podcast. It was the Mel Robbins podcast with Sarah. It came on after my my living room service. And it was with Sarah Jessica
Parker?
Sarah
Parker.
Sarah TD Jake's daughter. I didn't realize, you know, she's married to the pastor at one church in LA. I didn't know that she was pregnant at 13.
Oh, wow.
And you know what I'm saying? And she was honestly, the preacher's wife is a tale as old as, the preacher's daughter is a tale as old as time. You know, they be some hoes back in the day. But she had such an inspiring story. And it's just so sad when like young children are exposed to that at such a innocent age. It really just takes the innocence from children. It really is a sad experience. I mean, a sad thing to watch. But I'm sorry, I just just don't feel sorry for Kanye.
Yeah, no, I think
don't.
that Kanye has made his bed of being,
Exactly.
you know, being super hateful towards people. And it's really sad because we all love the old Kanye, but just the things he said is just so like painfully evil.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much that. But yeah.
You want to get into some advice?
Yes.
Let me see if they have some here. I hate the update of how like we have to like go through.
Yeah.
Let me read this one. All right. So, hey, y'all, I need some advice. LOL. By the way, I love y'all. I've been watching since day one. So, my cousin is messing around with this guy that lives and still with his baby mama, and her parents also. My cousin baby daddy is locked up. Where's the periods? Anyways,
grammar people.
Punctuation. Anyway, so every time I try to tell her how she should stop messing around with that man, and mind you, the baby mama ended up finding out about her and she's still messing with him. Anyway, so every time I tell her she should cut him off and find a new guy, she gets mad at me and tries to say I don't understand or he's in a complicated relationship. And she tries to say that what she's doing isn't bad because her baby daddy used to do the same to her. So she doesn't care, and that whole situation definitely gave me the ick and made me fall back from her, and I want to keep a good relationship with her because she's my cousin, but I don't like that every conversation we have, she always brings up dude up in any little thing. Mind you, this is no periods, no nothing.
But I'm keeping up though. I'm keeping
She
up.
always brings joy. She always brings dude up in any little thing, and it's annoying. She's so far up to Lululand. She thinks she's gonna leave his family. Think he's gonna leave his family to be with her, and I just don't like that for her, especially if I was in the other girls. Because I definitely won't sit here and agree with her to pop her shit if it's morally wrong to me.
I definitely think that you should just take a step back from the relationship. I mean, it's hard, but I can't really deal with nobody who's like being super morally incorrect like that either. Like, I don't like dealing with people who deal with men who are married or with girlfriends. I'll look at you different. And like, obviously if it's your cousin, that's like a hard thing. But if she doesn't know, or tell her, I need you to respect the boundary and I don't want to like, you know, hear nothing about the man because whatever the case. And if she can't do that, then I would just say take a step back until that falls through, because clearly that
relationship will fall through.
Yeah.
And it's sad, but I mean, I agree with what Winter said. Take a step back sometimes for your own mental clarity, because you stressing yourself out, sending advice about a situation that is literally going to fall through.
Right.
You know?
But yeah, guys, thank you guys for watching today. Make sure you guys go subscribe to the Patreon and make sure you guys get those tickets for Virginia Beach. The show is going to be on June 19th, and those tickets are available in our bio.
And our bio is literally below, right underneath the YouTube. The bio is literally right below.
Bye.
Bye.